Peace. Welcome to my channel. My name is KD and I want to thank you for joining me. This is a reading for the collective. I want to ask that you please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because this message intent is strictly for guidance. And in this spread, I want to talk about and see what we need to know about the ops, the opposition, this opposing energy that, is around. And what it looks like is that it's always going to be around. And with this opposing energy, we got to know how to maneuver through it. I was thinking how life can be like a game, like Pac-Man, trying to run away from the ghost, that shadow side, the darkness, you know what I mean? And we got to fight back and gobble them up, So it's just about maneuvering through it, like Pac-Man. Sometimes we run from these ghosts. You run to get out the corner or whatever, but we gotta face them head on. It's time to I hear gobble the ghost. Like Pac-Man, for real. While meditating and pre-shuffling collective, 2 cards flew out. And I take it like these 2 cards really want to speak to us and talk to us about this opposing energy. So I want to start with the oracles of shadow and light. And the first card that popped out to get our attention is the card of the number 8, the Grumpy Red Fairy. And the Grumpy Red Fairy is telling you to be your true self. The Grumpy Red Fairy looks a bit tired and perturbed, you know what I mean? Like, she tired of the ghost chasing her. She's ready to face this opposing energy at this time. And, that's what this energy is about, addressing this opposing energy. So let's hear a little bit more about the Grumpy Red Fairy and the message that she wants to bring to us today. So I'm going to pull out the book and bear with me. Let's just give it a chance and see the message of the Grumpy Red Fairy. So first, let's talk about the Grumpy Red Fairy. The Grumpy Red Fairy is tired of being judged by people busy sticking their noses in her business, declaring she doesn't look happy enough, or saying that she should look and act and dress another way. She's very cross because it's tiring walking down the street or into school or around teachers or parents or friends or classmates who evaluate her. It's true that she's quirky and punky and that she never smiles unless she truly wishes to. She's often silent and can feel very out of sorts, but she's never disruptive or unkind or cruel. She just knows it's time to be real and not fall into the trap of faking a smile. She'd rather frown till she giggles. The Grumpy Red Fairy speaks and says that I want to be me and be free without everyone giving me an opinion. I like being different. I won't be changing unless I want to. I don't need to change to fit in. I only need to be true to me. And the people who think I should be smiling or wearing a pretty dress and that I should stop messing with my hair, They can just deal with it. Some folks do gas at tattoos, piercings, black clothes. But guess what? Some of the world's scariest looking people are the kindest and sweetest on the inside. You too are fairy, playful, defiant, and lots of fun. Be you. Be rebellious. Even fiery. Who's to say how you should look or behave? Conformists, that too. Let's burst their boring bubble and go wild. To some people in this world, sadly but so truly, it's all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others like you and the grumpy red fairy feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When a grumpy red fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just be your own true self. Whoever that is from day to day, wear black, experiment with your hair and your own personal style. Play the drums, join a rock band, just don't fake it. Don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nicey nice just because you think that's how you should be. Be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things. Find out who you are. Then the smiles that do come will be genuine and will warm hearts of all of us. So yeah, the grumpy red fairy, and this could be my collective where you're tired of this energy, this opposing energy, these people in these opposing energies, and it's really just because you're different. So be your true self right now. It's about, the sheep. People follow, they like sheep. They follow, monkey see, monkey do type thing. And, animals. They don't know how to think for themselves. They just do what everyone else does. Like the sheep. Like the monkeys. Like, the ones that go, move in herds and things like that. So yeah, this opposing energy is only opposing you because you're different. People hate things that they don't understand, they don't know no better. They're closed-minded followers, So this is the energy that's opposing you, that wants to stop you from being yourself, has a problem with you and how you love yourself, how you're creative, how you express yourself. It's the energy of people wanting you to be like everyone else. So for the majority with this opposing energy, this has to do with energy from the past. So the next card that wanted to speak to us is the card of the number 42, Ghosts of the Past. The past is returning for a time. So this is also involving the energy of people, places, and things from the past. So I smirk a little because, I got a past, Part of me is kinda, or was kinda, like I'm a, little Billy badass and shit, you know what I mean? I've always been an individual myself, you know what I mean? I never followed the crowd. I always did my own thing. I was the oldest growing up, so, I ain't had nobody to follow. I had to make moves. So, I do understand this energy. And, I feel like this energy is getting, crazier as you get older and dealing with these older people in this energy that hasn't changed, haven't grown up. They still like they in school, elementary school type of thing, middle school type of mentality, like people in this energy haven't grown up, and people in this energy haven't given themselves, forgiven you for things that may have taken place in the past. People are still upset because of their own past, and things that they didn't heal. So in this opposing energy, you have to be discerning of that and the individuals that you deal with. For the most part, in this energy, it just feels like the most important thing is self-control, emotional control. And with emotional control, it's easier said than that. Easier said than done. But to be grounded, to be in the present moment, again, to have that control over yourself, that is how, we fight or stand up to this opposing energy. Because it is a form of bullying. And then the people in this opposing energy that chose not, or is choosing not to face their wounds and heal, to face their past, to forgive. And in order to forgive, we have to be able to go back and look. People keep running from these wounds from the past. And if this came from your childhood, from your parents, you got to look at their parents and, how they grew up. All of this comes from not knowing any better, basically. And we got to look into our past in order for us to do better for our future. Because what's happening is these generational curses is just keep going and going and going. And at this time, we got to break these generational curses. We can't keep doing what our mother did. We can't keep living how they lived. We can't keep settling. So, I just want to check on the ghosts of the past and see what messages the ghosts of the past is trying to bring us. With this energy, the card of 42, the ghosts of the past, it goes into a number 6, and that just makes me think about having balance, maintaining balance through this energy. Let's see what this ghost of the past want to talk about. Let's not even see what you want to talk about. Let's see what this energy is bringing. How about that? Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places and situations, or reminders of them come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you can make peace with the people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us are perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Oh. So, no more running from these ghosts, man. It's time to face it. Face them. Face the ops. Face the opposing energy. Not bow down to these fools. This energy, this opposing energy has had a lot of leeway. people in this opposing energy have been getting a lot of leeway. You know what I mean? It's like we kind of gave it to them because we, again, in this love energy and just wanting peace. But I hear fuck that. Excuse my French. No more peace. It's time to face the opposing energies and face these demons, face these shadows, face the ghosts and gobble them. Let's go. I'm from the old school. I hear how we used to say back in the day, like, are you mad or no? And with these energies, or with this energy right now, and it just seems like some of us is mad, somebody mad, or you need to just determine or decipher if you're mad or nah. Are you somebody mad? Is you mad or nah? So let's see a little bit more about this situation. So it could be somewhat of a group of energies. It's people talking and gossiping. Your name might be always brought up in rooms that you're not in, you're not anywhere around. And it's because you're unique, you're different, you're real. And it's nothing wrong with being real. Nothing wrong with it at all. Keep doing you and keep being you. So, it feels like, this opposing energy is trying to bully us or my collective. So the ops are trying to be bullies because you're different and they're the same and they're mad. People in this energy are mad at themselves, really. So underneath the deck we got Mildew Fairy. This is the card of the number 15. And 15, that is the devil card in tarot. So this is, just nasty energy that has been lingering for some time. And this energy has now turned into mildew. Like, it's really time to clean up this energy. This could be cleansing yourself, your home, the walls, under the carpet, the couch, just cleansing this energy, getting this mutt out of here, getting this mildew out of here. Because this energy is drawn to you, collective. This nasty, scummy energy is drawn to the collective. On some real nasty shit. It's time to call your power back at this time. I call my power back to me. I call my energy back to me. In Jesus' name. I'm asking Jesus to come help right now with this dirty energy that is continuously trying to oppose the collective. So basically it's the same old story where it's sides. You got to choose a side, either be like the rest of them or dare to be different, dare to make up your own mind, dare to move within your free will and not be afraid at this time. All dirty and nasty. This energy just wants you to be stuck. This energy doesn't want you to fulfill your dreams. This energy just wants you dirty, just wants you to grow old and bitter. This energy doesn't want you to live your life to the fullest. People in this energy, they're opposing you because they chose to follow the crowd. Or they chose to fit in instead of being themselves. But nonetheless, we can't worry about people in this energy. All we can do is basically lead by an example. So when it comes to this situation, we got the card of the number 28, where it's time to end this cycle with the death and the maiden. There's the energy right now that's invading your boundaries. They're violating. This energy is trying to dominate you. Look at this energy from the past. It looks like this is also for the energy of people in this supposed energy. Your past is eating you alive. You're not addressing it. You're not standing up for yourself. You're just allowing this energy to haunt you. This is nothing but the devil's energy. Invasion of boundaries is the situation. This is the card of the number 28. For me, with the number 28, it's about you making a decision to destroy any energy that's in your way, any energy that hinders you, any energy that's overcrowding you, not allowing you to be free and be yourself. You have to stand up to that energy and demolish this energy. This situation has to do with this being the end of the cycle, end of a cycle, this cycle of the past. Enough is enough. It's time for you to live your life while you're still able to. And it's not about having fancy cars. It's not just about going on vacations. It's about enjoying your life and doing what it is that makes you happy every day. So this energy is trying to oppose us. This is what the situation is. And this is the question that I'm asking. Let's see. I need to get some more energy or information. Let's see here. I don't know. So, let's see here. I don't know, because this talks about the death and the maiden. And, I'm going to have to just read it. A leering skeleton is looming over a beautiful naked young woman and doesn't seem to have any idea of how its presence is affecting her. It's not aware of, and it is not interested in her response, her reality, or her needs. The skeleton represents true death, the relentless ego, and is way too close for comfort. The vulnerable young woman is cowering and feeling herself frozen as his unwanted hand touches her. This is what this energy is saying. I am full of needs. I am hungry for life force. I need to be close to this young one, as she has all that I long for and all I have not created for myself. I will simply hover about her and take from her that which I want, her warmth, her energy, her emotions, and her beauty. She is an extension of me. What I want, I will take. And I love her too, very much. So much I may just consume her entirely. The maiden is saying that, or thinking about the situation. I thought this was love, but now I can see and feel that this is invasive. It says it cares for me, and yet it just seems to want to take from me. This no longer feels right, but I feel helpless and vulnerable. What can I do? How do I break free? And what if what it says is true? That it loves me and I am fearful for no reason. In this energy, there is a very out of balance relationship. There is a very out of balance relationship between you and another at this time. It may be that you are deaf, taking too much and imposing on another, and all the while blind as this skeleton to the truth. Or it may be that you are the maiden and have no defenses against another who is draining you, claiming all the while to love you. You may have been drawn into the drama and color and entertainment of a relationship that is full of highs and lows and passion, but you are now discovering that it is tiring, draining, and lacking in respect. It's time to truthfully assess this relationship and take steps to be safer, more protected, and more respected. Do not attempt to convince death that its problems. Do not attempt to convince death of its problems. Those real people will only draw closer, cling harder. Hold on. Do not attempt to convince death of its problems. Those real people will only draw closer, cling harder, and convince you that you have a problem, not them. You may feel fear as to what they will do once you separate from them, as they are vindictive and malicious. Freedom is worth the trial of separation. Ask yourself, is this relationship healthy for me? If the answer is no, then you must take steps to go. Yeah, man. It is time to bounce. It's time to go from this energy. And it's like this energy knows it. And it might be trying a little harder right now. I've heard that, and seen for myself that sometimes things get harder before they get easier. This separation may be hard, but you have to think about this has been going on for possible years, where enough is enough. You can't let anybody dumb you down, dumb your energy down. You have free will. You have the right to be yourself. You have the right to create boundaries. You have the right to remove yourself from energies that's not serving you, that's invasive, that's disrespectful, that's pulling on your energy and not giving anything back to you. This energy or anyone in that energy from the past can kick rocks. It's time to free yourself from this energy. You must free yourself from this energy. This energy is dark. This energy is dangerous to your health, your wealth. Your spirit, everything. It's time to take your power back, because are you mad or nah? Are you mad? Are you happy with this energy? Are you happy with how things have been going? So the obstacle. We have the card of the number 13. This is about you taking your power back. Obstacle. I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. I don't know how y'all feel about reading a book, but I'm going for it, and I hope that you bear with me. I hope that you can get the message that this reading is trying to bring, because the obstacle is like it's about taking your power back. I am Callie is the card of the number 13, so that's about knowledge and understanding the choices that needs to be made. That goes into the number 4. In tarot, the number 4 is the emperor. The emperor is the ruler of himself, of oneself. The emperor is respected. The emperor, first of all, respects himself, so he's not going to allow anyone to disrespect him. So it starts with respecting and loving yourself first. It starts with understanding who you are. And that's the obstacle right now, where we're faltering, flagging, I don't know, with who we are. This is that opposing energy that has us questioning ourselves instead of being our true self, and not let anything falter, flagger, stagger our true being. And this opposing energy has gotten away with this for too long. It's the time to face these ghosts and eat them up like Pac-Man. Let's go. So I keep hearing, are you mad or nah? It's an energy that's mad. But somebody is in this energy like, nah, I ain't mad. But I'm ready to address it. I'm tired of this energy keep trying to fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of being fucked with at this time. So right now it's time to stand in your power. It's time to stand 10 toes down. It's time to be that emperor that you are. Embody that emperor energy by loving yourself, by respecting yourself, being the ruler of yourself, and not letting nobody infiltrate your castle. This opposing energy has gotten away with this for too long. I gotta go and see what Callie talking about. I am Callie. We gotta get these messages, collective. I am Callie. Let's see here. All right. All right. So Kali is the blue-skinned Hindu goddess of birth, death, and rebirth. Here she represents the destruction phase of this natural cycle, and it is her role to clear away all that is no longer needed. She is often depicted dancing with swords, and she is said to cut off the head of those who do not heed the necessary. Excuse me. I gotta go back. Hold on. She is often depicted dancing with swords, and she is said to cut off the head of those who do not heed the necessity of moving through these natural cycles. Her necklace of severed heads represents the end of slavery to the overthinking, over-analytical self who gets stuck when all that is needed is action. This goddess is very strong, very powerful, and in many ways extremely protective, though her fierce nature can often frighten timid souls who fear decisive action. As she is a mother goddess, she helps with issues to do with brothers and sisters, teachers and parents, and will help with painful transitions. Once received in a message, Kali energy is already activated. Let go and allow her to assist you in releasing all that is no longer needed and in taking powerful action to change your life. Working with Kali is extremely powerful, but it work will all do and all must do. Working with Kali is extremely powerful, but it is work we all do and all must do. If you have drawn this card, you are working with the energy of the fire, of the dancing mother goddess. She will teach you how to go through the change you have been resisting and feeling was too much, and who will purify and change everything. You must not stay still with this energy. Movement is essential for working with her, and her fierce nature is in fact a test of your own strength. Can you do what needs to be done and still dance? Can you rejoice in the purification of stale energy? Can you walk forward without hesitating? Can you say yes to what will come for you on the other side of Kali fire? And will you wear your lessons proudly as she does, her necklace, and know that this death is an incarnation within an incarnation, a new life within this lifetime, born of fire. Collective. Alright, so the ops don't want you to step into you. I heard this all before. So this energy is consistent, I tell you. This energy is definitely consistent, and it's still posing as an obstacle. But with this opposing energy, I have to question if the question was going to be if it's you opposing yourself. But then I also feel like this is the energy of the opposition, making you think that you're opposing yourself, when this is a purposeful energy, causing slum and causing laziness and causing doubt and fear and worry. Ho, 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 ho. So this obstacle again is stepping into your power. And what I would like to say is, every time we get this message to step into your power, this opposing energy is on it. This opposing energy is definitely on it, trying to stop you. You must be kidding me. So if this opposing energy is constantly on you, on your energy, on their job, trying to cause doubt and fear, you have to stay in the energy of loving yourself, knowing who you are, stepping into your power. And the more that your vibration is low, the more that you're in doubt, the more that you're in fear, the more that you continuously not move in this Kali energy. This is how the opposing energy drains you. I hear that's this opposing energy's job. These people in this opposing energy is only doing their job to stop you. Why I'm getting visions of the Matrix and Neo and the agents. that's what we are fighting against. And you have to believe in yourself in this energy. You have to know who you are. You have to be yourself. And understand, because you are yourself, because you do know who you are, because you're free willed, is because this energy is opposing you. You defeat this energy. You stand up to this energy by staying in your own energy, by loving yourself, by respecting yourself, by creating boundaries, by not allowing anyone to infiltrate on your castle, on your foundation. The advice, voodoo in blue, is saying to back off. This is the card of the number 22. That goes into the number 4. Again, you could be seeing 444. So, what is the advice here? You got to make a choice. You ready to face this energy head on? You ready to make a decision? Are you ready to acquire the wisdom, the knowledge, the wisdom, or are you ready to apply the wisdom that you've learned through this experience? Now it's time to show this opposing energy what you've learned. I gotta get this advice collective. Alright, so again, it's about your foundation. Again, the advice talks about you taking control of your life or control of your foundation. The advice is for you to make a decision. Voodoo in blue. This fairy is letting you know that it's time to back off from a person or a situation that is not in your best interest, and that you may need to be brave and stop being so welcoming of what you actually do not want. So this blue fairy waving her voodoo doll is letting you know very clearly that you now must tell someone to take a step back. You know you have been overriding your instincts with what seems rational, with misguided desire to help and befriend someone who may not be particularly good for you. Voodoo in blue doesn't mind if she looks a bit nasty when she gives the back off message. She'd rather, She'd rather she was loud and clear, and that the person pushing her buttons leaves quickly. So she wants you to start trusting your instincts, to start valuing being honest above being nice. You do feel like you need to stay away from someone, and to tell that person clearly to stay away from you. And Voodoo in blue stepping forward to speak with you confirms that your hunches have been ever so right. You are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. And you are being kind and wishing to help, and so I am going to step in and give you a very clear warning. I don't mind if I look like the bad guy. What matters is that you get the message. Time to do a little stay away magic, and while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all, there are no pins in my voodoo doll. You, if you take my advice, won't be asking them to come round for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't get bullied. You may have to snarl to a little to get them to stay away. You need someone to back off you need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not liking them, you're not welcoming them, and you need to be very clear and straight about that. Despite all of your desires to be loving and lovely person, detach from whatever is that's giving you so much, grief, by asking whatever and whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you before the moment. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first. But if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say, away. Stop being so nice that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. All right. So it is time to banish this energy, tell this energy to stay away. It's time to stand up against this energy, not allow its disgust to continue to overcloud you, overbear you, dim your light. That's kind of crazy. It's like you've been nice for too long, trying to keep the peace with this energy, trying to, just maintain yourself, only be responsible for yourself, trying to continuously protect yourself and shield yourself from this energy. But this energy, again, is disrespectful. This energy is disrespectful as hell. And now it is definitely time to banish this energy and take control of your life. Been nice long enough. There's nothing else to see here, basically.